Hey everyone, it's your girl SC Bookgal 843 Patrice Grimble, and it is another Tuesday night. Welcome to SC Bookgal and Friends, hanging out with me, of course. So, tonight it is National Poetry Month, but today is actually a little extra special day for me, okay? Today is National Library Workers Day. And I want to take a couple of minutes to say thank you for all those who kind of paved the way for me. Okay. Those that told me that, oh, girl, you can do this. Don't worry about it. Because the fact that you can't find a book on the shelf. um, my journey of working in the public library here in South Carolina um, has been a journey. Okay. And I wouldn't change any of it for the world. I love it. I started out as a library circulation, and that's checking in and out of book, answering questions and stuff like that. And then I was promoted to children's services. I couldn't deal with the story times, you guys. I love children's book, but I couldn't deal with the story time. All that itsy bitsy spot, that was not in my thing. Okay. And then, uh, hold on. So about 3 years in, I was promoted to children's services. 6 months after that, I was promoted to young adult services, and that's why I found my love. I love working with teens. The 50 million person that no, okay, let me go back. I love dealing with the teens of that time. Okay, the ones this time we gotta we'll talk about that later, okay? But I started working at teen services, and I was transferred to the library where I work at now. And in this May, I would have been working at that branch for 13 years and for the entire system for 20 years. So that brings me to where I am now. I work in adult services. I'm called an adult specialist. The only difference between me and a librarian, you guys, is they got a degree. I don't. I have what you call years of service. Okay. Um, and I am proud to say that I can run circles. around librarians. Hey, but I want to thank them. I'm gonna say a couple of names. We have Mr. G, who's a branch manager, Mr. Ray, who's a branch manager, Miss Jen and her husband. Love you guys. Kim Odom. Oh my God, Kim, I love you, girl. Then we have all of the librarians that I work with now. I work with a family. Like, we are truly a family. We even know about each other's kids, okay? We don't hide anything. Um, and the person who I would honor the most, who's always looking down on me, Cynthia, love you, Sin. I know you're proud of what you see, but you planted those seeds, so here I am now. So, happy Librarians Day to me. Very much happy. But now, let's get in to tonight. I feel honored, you guys, because y'all know this has to be close to home, right? So, in honor of National Poetry Month, we have a man in the house. Y'all. Well, he was in the house. He kind of dropped. We're going to get, yep, he come back. We got a man in the house, okay? One of his books, and y'all know me. Y'all know this right up my alley. It's called Erotic Flight. What you talking about? And his other book is called Carolina Bird. So and the thing about it is, you guys, I don't even know if he's from here, but that's gonna be the first question I ask. You guys, look at him. Called the Geechee Poet. Hey, sweetie, how are you?
Yeah, how y'all doing tonight?
I'm good. So I'm gonna ask this question. You from South Carolina, right?
I'm from Charleston, South Carolina.
Man, what's up? How you doing?
Doing good, doing good.
All right. Well, the reason why I asked that because I'm from South Carolina too. I'm right here in Charleston, born and raised downtown.
All
Queen
right,
was.
I come from West Ashley.
So why I don't ever see you in my library?
I don't know. Um,
Oh,
I haven't been to the library in a while. I'm not gonna lie. I did. I used to the library in West Ashley, the St. Andrews branch. A lady there, Miss Donna Brooks. She used to work at the library and she talked to Miss Cynthia Hurd, and Miss Cynthia Hurd set it up where I used to come in there and could speak to the youth, but I haven't done it. I haven't done it in a while. I haven't done it in a long, long time.
so I'm gonna let you know right now. I can't hear you, baby. Your volume went out. So I can let you know
Uh,
right now. That's the library I work at. You can still hear? Okay, I can't. Say something for me, sweetie.
I don't know. Can you still hear me? No.
You good. You
Okay.
good now. I can hear you. So I'm
Okay.
gonna let
Okay.
you know
Okay.
now. I'm still at that library, and I know Miss Donna, Miss Brooks with the books. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be cool when I have her. I tell her that you coming back because I'm gonna have you come back now.
Yeah, tell her because she used to. So when I first started putting, I got another poetry book too, and I used to go in there every day for like 4 to 6 hours. And one day she said, "Honey, what are you doing in here every day? You come in here around same time every day, and you have your papers all scattered out." And I told her, I said, "I'm putting together a poetry book." And from that day on, she used to help me. Anything I had need, anything I used to need the facts, whatever, she would help me do it. She would help me do it.
Well, I will make sure that I get in contact because she did retire. So I'm gonna make sure I
Okay.
contact her and I'm gonna send her the link to this show so she can see
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, contact her because if you can, I'll come by there. I done came a long way. I got a manager and I came out on this magazine that went across the world. So yeah, I done came a long way from what she first witnessed. So yeah, yeah, definitely.
Y'all look at that. This is you guys. So this is the library that I work at now, and I've been working here for, like I said, 13 years. So I know Miss Brooks with books. So I am just honored to have you on here. So before we go any further, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Let's see. I'm a 32-year-old published poet. I'm from Charleston, like I said, I'm from West Ashley. Um, I got published like 2 months right before I turned 21. So that was a big deal for me with that. And let's see, I go from Charleston to Los Angeles to Texas and down to Miami for open mic nights and performance. So yeah,
So I'm gonna ask this question:
yes ma'am.
how does growing up in Charleston with that Gullah Geechee you got going on? How do you work that into your poetry?
It's not even on purpose. So I guess it's just with my accent. When I go up there and do it, it's you know how it goes. Can you repeat it again? What did he say? Things like that. But it always it do something to everybody different in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So, working it in there is always not even on purpose. It's just on accident, I guess.
So if you gotta know, Gullah Geechee is like the the native language, you could say, of South Carolinians and our slave ancestors. Um, that's how they used to talk, and we still talk down here. And it is also a recognized language now. So it's not an accent anymore. It's actually a language because we don't have a Geechee accent. We just plain Geechee. So
Yeah, yeah, it's actually a language. They actually recognize it as a language and a culture now, a heritage. They fully recognize it as that now. Yeah.
and he's so right because I have people come from north and I talk to them and then I want to start talking to Kichi. And it's not like I'm meaning to, it's just natural. The first thing he says, what you say? I was like, oh, let me slow that down for you. And then you start talking. So how how has it being a poet, a male poet, and especially a male poet from the South? How is it?
Um, man, I've been on this journey for a while. So like, you know how like the comedians, like the great comedians, how they have these stories, like the good stories, the funny stories, and then you see them now and you just astonish them. Let me tell you something. I done had people not clap for me and just straight look at me in the building. I've gotten too drunk before going on stage and forgot my words. I don't drink before I go on stage anymore. I've performed and tripped over the cord, getting down off the stage and fell down the steps. So I got some funny stories I can share. But overall, it's been a good journey. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Because the things that I have learned is not things that I can go to school and learn for journalism. You know what I mean? Like I've
Yeah.
actually went from making my own merchandise with the little print thing, with the press thing. So now I got a website because I don't have time to do that because I'll be on the road doing stuff. Like it just goes on and on, but it's different being a male, especially getting up and doing like even just the erotic poetry alone. Like I always get a, can we get some more? Can we? And I'm on a time limit, so I can't take up the rest of the stage, but that entice people to buy the book when I get off stage. Now they won't buy it. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that is true now. Because if you do it right, we will be sitting up there buying your book. So let's talk about your book. Which one, if you had to choose one of them, you would recommend me to read? Which book would it be and why? And you got to
Yeah.
choose between.
No, I'm laughing because you probably know what I'm about to say. But it's the erotic book for sure. And the reason why I say the erotic book is because I've had people, even my manager, he reads it and he be like, "What would make you think of certain things that you say?" And it's only like 50 pages, so it's not an extensive book. I got some good poems in there, but I use a lot of descriptions with erotic fruits like mangoes and peaches and things like that to describe the female anatomy. So yeah, that's intriguing. It can get intriguing.
Yeah, you from South Carolina because y'all notorious for that. Y'all notorious. Okay, so erotic flight. How did that come about?
So
What you would to
erotic
write that?
flight was really supposed to be this book called The Mango Cut in Half. Now I do have a poem titled The Mango Cut in Half and Side Erotic Flight, but that was supposed to be the original name was The Mango Cut in Half. But I my slogan is Welcome to the Lyrical Flight. So when the pandemic came, I was like, I always tell people welcome to the lyrical flight, and everybody's stuck in the house. Females read more than males. Let's just be honest. A lot of females. So I'm like, what if I make a book called Erotic Flight? And so one of my old classmates, me and him, we still keep in touch. He actually drew the cover. He drew the cover for that book, and he sent it over to me, and I said, man, I want you to make it look like a sister. I said, put some locks or something in her head, and put a little headband around. I said, and after I told him that, that was it. Like he got it right on the first try. It was just I had wanted to make it look like a sister. Yeah. So that's how that
So,
came about.
do you want to shout out who made your cover?
Yeah, his name was Justin. His name was Justin. He's on Instagram. Let me see. I think his what is it? Is JJM. JJM on Instagram and Facebook for sure. But his name is Justin Moultrie, and he'll do the custom art. He'll mail it to you. He'll scan it and email it to you. But yeah, he do good work. I got some more artwork too. I got another book cover for him that I ain't even released yet. Like I'm just sitting on it. It's sitting right here in a manila envelope. I'm just just waiting.
What you waiting on?
Um, man, being a writer, it's like like any kind of artist, man. You get screwed over in a certain sense, and like I want my own publishing label at this point. Like,
Mm.
because the amount of money that it takes to print a book and then them people keep almost all your royalties, man, you better off almost holding out and printing it yourself. Now I see why people like Tyler Perry, and even Prince changing his name to a symbol just to, what I'm saying, get all the money because it's like, okay, we're gonna let you do all the work. We're gonna even help you get it out there, but we won't collect all the money for your hard work. And I got composition notebooks like, ma'am, I got like maybe 5 or 6 composition notebooks full of rhymes that I ain't even touched yet. I ain't even touched it.
Well, there's a community that you can join. I'm gonna send you some information. It's called 100 Aspiring Authors to Watch, and you can
Okay,
get people that can show you how they self-publish their own books. They
okay,
can give you information, insight. So I'm gonna send that to you because now you from South Carolina. You right down the street, so you get a special pass. You get a special pass. Special pass.
no, for
So
real, I appreciate that.
yeah, man. I mean, look, you're young. You trying to make it do what it do. Why would I not help you? You know what I'm saying? There is
Yeah, it's
enough out here for everybody. So let's go ahead and let's all help each other. You know what I'm saying? So come by the library. We'll chit chat. We will chit chat.
okay.
But let's
Okay.
finish this. This Carolina bird here. What's behind that cover?
Um, well, Carolina bird, that's the Carolina Wren, which is our state
Mhm.
bird. But that's a little bit of everything in it. That's like some life, like some real life things. A little bit of some love in there. A little bit of political, a little bit of urban. There's different things in there. But I like that one because um that book kind of has me like you could tell the difference between. Well, then I went back and I did that book too. Like I went back and re-edited it inside and took some things out, put some things in. But you can tell the difference in that book and erotic flight. Like as far as like my writing or my wordplay and whatnot, you can tell the maturity between it. Yeah, because these are everything's old, but you know it's a certain point of my life where it's old. Like my late teens going into my early 20s, and then you know like my mid 20s. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. So yeah, you can kind of tell the difference as time goes on.
I totally understand because you grow with you mature and you grow and your poetry grows along with you. I can understand that. So let's see. When it comes to your writing style, what gets you in the mood to write? Are you one that has to have complete silence? Do you use music? Like what gets you in that mood to make the the words come on the paper?
Um, so as a teenager, I used to talk a lot. I used to talk a lot. So that was my escape. You know what I'm saying? Me writing was the escape for me to just, you know, release everything because I ain't talk like that, which is fine. But it's not really that I have to have a mood or quiet, because when I used to work at the Rolling Waters as a teenager, when the thunderstorms come and we got to shut the park down or whatever, I'm writing on napkins, I'm writing on toilet
Oh,
paper, I'm writing on the seat paper. The cardboard boxes that we breaking down, I'm a rip piece of the cardboard box, and I'm folding these things up and putting it in my pocket until I can get home, and I'll write it down in my notebook. Man, I done lost so much phones with, you know what I'm saying, poems inside the notes and things like that. Yeah,
mhm.
I probably done lost about 2 books worth of poems just in my phone and whatnot. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I see that. I can see a lot of poetry. They walk around with sheets of paper. They walk around with notebooks. I was talking to a young lady today. She said she keep her Google Docs open because she never know when something's going to hit her, and she writes it. And she says she loves Google Docs because guess what? Once you start typing, this day to stay.
That's
all
damn
you got,
damn something.
all you got to do is know your username and password.
Man, I'm
So
telling
I usually do this period in time, okay? And I didn't send you this part. So let's see how prepared you are.
you.
If you can have one of your poems from erotic flight turn into a song and be sung, who would you want the artist to be?
Mm,
Yeah.
probably Chris Brown. Probably Chris
Chris
Brown.
Brown. All
I
right.
probably
And what song and why? I mean, what poem and why?
damn. Let's see. I have to say fantasy and space. And
Oh, yeah.
I had to think. I was stuck between 2 of them just now, but I was trying to kind of maybe put his voice to the words just now in my head. That's why it took me a second. The reason why I say fantasy and space is because Chris Brown knows how to word play with the melody as well. So I definitely would have him sing fantasy and space.
Okay. And let's say there was a female artist. Who would it be and why?
Same song or a different song?
Let's think about the other poem that you thought about. What was that title?
Um, I want to title what I'm trying to explore. Um,
Okay. I'm feeling like a Jill Scott with that.
um, damn. See, I should have gave that one to Chris Brown because I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. Yeah, so maybe a Joe Scott. I could see a Joe Scott doing that one. I can't think of none of these new girls that can sing it
I
for
can't.
real.
I can't
The
get
way
into
that
this.
I would, yeah, the way that I would want it to, I can't think of none of these new chicks that are, you know what I'm saying, do it the right way.
I wouldn't even say her. I have this artist's name. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh, but you know who might sing it good though? The
Who?
chick, Ella Mai, she might sing it kind of good. Yeah,
She
yeah, yeah,
might do it.
yeah,
She
yeah,
might
yeah,
do it. Okay, okay. I see you. Oh, you old school? Well,
yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. Ella is not old school, but compared to
Shit,
the
yeah.
we got here, they make her sound old school. But I digress. Are you into old school?
I am. Um, so that's the thing about being. So the thing about being a poet, you gonna kind of fall into philosophy and then old music because you gotta go back and study the greats to be a great and be a part of the great. So
Ooh.
even like that's why I say like Prince. Michael Jackson, even man, even like Easy E, Dougie Fresh, like I just go back and I study those people. I study things that work for them, and then I study their downfall too. Even like with the Roman Empire, with Kemet, known as Egypt, that's today. I go back and I study those things. I study how things was ran, and I study what was the downfall of individuals, empires, record labels, and you can correct those things and avoid certain things to make it better because if you don't study the past, how you gonna be going at the future?
So you study the past to avoid those situations in the future.
If I can help it, some things I feel personally certain things in life is just that's just how it come to us and it's meant for us to cross certain things. But if I can avoid certain things by knowledge, yeah, there's no exception for ignorance to the law. You see what I'm saying? That's just life as well. So if you don't know certain things, that's your fault. If you didn't, if you ain't try to figure it out or ask questions, because even the genius got questions. Albert Einstein always had questions.
Yeah, absolutely. See, I love that. I love that. So I understand that you got some things coming up. How about you tell us what's going on?
So let's see, I'm just hanging out right now, right? But no, in June, I'm going to Los Angeles, California for BET Awards weekend. My manager, who magazine that I had just showed y'all, he's doing something that whole weekend. So on that Thursday night, he's having a private dinner for the celebrities. I'm going to be performing on stage and having a book signing when I get off on stage as well. Then that Thursday, Friday, he'll be having a celebrity basketball game at Crenshaw High School. Saturday, we kind of just hanging out and doing our thing. Sunday, we're gonna go and do like a pre BT thing where you go on the red carpet and take pictures and walk through and get to see everybody. And then Monday night, I'll be going to the BT Awards, not to perform. I just be going to sit in the crowd and enjoy it and whatnot. And then Tuesday, I'll be flying back over here to come back home. But until then, in the meantime, in between time, if you need your custom made poetry or for your special occasion or anything like that, hit me up on getyourpoet.com or inbox me on Instagram or Facebook. I will write it and get it back to you. So I can email it to you, or I can dress it up and put it in a frame and put a bow on it and box it up and mail it to you. Of course, the pricing is there with that, but inbox me and I give you the details. But yeah, that's what's
Look,
going on.
y'all can't say this man ain't an entrepreneur. You can't tell me he has not figured out that with one item you can get 7 streams of income. Just figure it out. Well, first of all, congratulations on the BET Awards and going out there. I hope you have fun. Be safe, have fun, just make it do what it do and enjoy the experience because your hard work is what got you there. So
No, for
enjoy it. But before you leave us tonight, yes, I'm about to
this,
put you on the spot. So I hope you got your book with you.
no, no, I
I
don't
know
need a book. I don't need a book. What you want?
Give us a little something.
Okay.
All right.
Uh, now I gotta try and pick in my head. Okay. I got one for you. I got you'll like this one.
Okay.
My question for you is, can I explore your avenue? If the eroticism never stops for the oceanic blue continue, boo. We're about to make love, not just fucking, so don't get the sexual aggression confused. I only want to savor your mango to discover what's infused. Hopefully, when I bite juices, ooh. As you lay there and get screwed and juices continue to ooze, you probably wondering what's next. Or thinking, damn, is he gonna flip me over and put me on my neck? Remember when you were sucking on my ear saying, chill, it's only a little prick. Now that one little prick has your body in a complete sexual wreck. Since we have all of the elements for our love experiment, let's take our ribs and gigs and put it in the soul touching flame. After the night, you'll never look at me the same. And that's part what I'm trying to explore. That's our erotic flight. Told you you're gonna like it. Make sure you go and get your copy. You can get it on Amazon, BarnesandNoble.com, BooksAMillion.com. Not in the actual store, but you can get it on their website. Get it on Kindle. Get it on ebook. You can even get it at your Apple or your Google Play Store. So if you really want it, you get it, you check it out, and make sure you give us some stars and leave us a review on Google, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me.
So, you guys, I didn't even have to say it. He knows how to market his brain. I didn't even have to say it. So y'all go ahead and get it. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and review it. The last two people I had on my podcast, I did their reviews. I did their reviews. One is already out. Millie Gross's review. Check my Facebook page. Check Amazon. Check the blog. The next review I'm doing is the author I had last week, Jay Lynch. And then I'm gonna do your book. So you will get reviewed.
Oh yeah, also, two more things real fast. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to me on YouTube, Geeky Port. Y'all, I'm rebuilding my channel. So please go and subscribe. I got some new content up there. I just came back from South by Southwest in Texas. And then also last thing, what was the last thing I was gonna tell y'all, man? Oh man, I'm blanking out. I can't remember, so it must not be important. But yeah, y'all make sure that you tap in with me on my yeah. This is what I was gonna tell you. When you Google Get You Poet, make sure you click on one of the blog reviews. There's like 20 blogs, and you can get the backstory on how I started writing. And I'm on a couple of big ones like Hip Hop since 1987, and a few big ones like that. So when you Google Get You Poet, that's GeeThiePoet. Go ahead and have a ball and just click on the different links and see what's going on, man.
So if you guys been on the podcast, you see at the bottom of the screen all this information scrolling. As soon as we get off, you can catch the replay. Okay. So I want to thank you for being here tonight. I am going to look forward to you coming by the library so we
Yeah,
can
no,
get
I'm gonna come by for real. Like I said, I'm in town until June, so I'm gonna come by and we gonna wrap. And I'm gonna bring you a magazine so you can have something, you know what I'm saying, to hold on to. Um, so you can show everybody that you interviewed the poet, and you got a
all right.
little memorabilia for sure.
All right. You're going to have to sign it for me now because I'm going to need a signature.
I signed everything.
All right. Well, you guys, I want to thank the Geechee Poet. This is an honor to have someone. You know, I love to support my authors. That's right outside my back door. So if y'all don't know, Charleston got a lot of talent, a lot of talent. And it is so an honor to be able to post them and say, you know what? That's my city. So, thank you guys for being with us tonight. Again, thank you, Geechee Poet. It's another Tuesday night, you guys. But remember, like I said, no book is an old book because not everybody has read every book. Go grab your copies of Carolina Bird and Geechee Flight. Good night, everyone. Bye.